What we're going to do here is we're going to go through some of the general things on your thing. Now I've opened up your email. I'm in your inbox right now. As you can see, if you follow my mouse, it's right over here. You're in your inbox. This over here is your old email. Don't bother touching any of these things here. Um, there's your sent box over here. Now, you'll notice that your email is showing your latest up. It says 10:59 a.m., 9:31, 8:39. You can arrange that email simply by going up to the top right corner here, clicking on the arrow, and you'll see that you can arrange it by from, date, size, conversion. The arrow, drop-down arrow, shows you that it's basically from the latest one that you're going to get showing downwards. Now, if for some reason that you screw it up and you do it, you can always hit this arrow and it'll bring the email back showing you the latest from there. Okay? So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to open up an email here. Let's just say for me here, ideas on display. You'll notice when I rub over ideas on display, it gives you the name and gives you a few things that you want to do, right? So let's just open it up here by double clicking it. Okay, you'll see that it opens up in a new screen. Now, you've got a number of different options here. First of all, you can reply to the email by clicking on reply here. Okay, that'll simply reply to me. By going to the arrow next to it, you will see that there's some options here that allow you to forward the email. Okay, so if I were to take this email from myself and forward it, when you click on that, it'll bring it to the open email in the middle here, in the middle of the thing, and also your address book on the right-hand side. Now, let's just say that we want to forward it to myself. Okay, now you'll notice that there's some frequent contacts in here that you can select from, but they're not always going to be available. So let's say that you know it's ideas on display, Jim Albert. What you do, Dad, is you go into where it says to here, and you start typing the name. So in this case, we'll type in ideas on display, and as I start typing, you'll notice that it brings up the two different options of email accounts that are associated with that. So if we want to send it to myself, we simply just go over top of this one, the first one here, select it, and you'll notice that it now appears in the to box highlighted gray here. That means that this message in the middle is going to be sent to this person right here. If you wanted to forward it to somebody else as well, you simply go into your list again and or simply start typing another name. Like let's say it was Brian, and you'll see that Brian Benjamin comes up in here. You would simply go over here under Brian and select it, and you'll see that now that Brian's name is in here and ideas on display is in here. So after you have the two selected that you want to send it to, you simply go to the top and hit the send button with a left click. Now in this case, we're not going to send it because there's no point of sending it. So I'm just going to, if you want to eliminate one of the names out of here, you'll see there's an X after these. You simply hit the X and it'll eliminate that person off there. Okay? So that is basically just how you forward email. Now let's use this little arrow here up at the top left to go back to our inbox again. Back to our inbox. And there's all our messages here. Now let's say, for instance, Dad, you want to print an email. Okay, so let's open up Mel Chomiak's email here by double left clicking it. It opens up in the screen here, right? Now you want to print this email. You'll notice over after the word categories, there is 4 little dots here. It says more commands. If you select that by left clicking it once, you will see that there's an option here to print. You simply left click the print button and it'll bring up your print dialog box, and you've printed as you normally would. Select where you would want to print it and hit the print button. In this case, I don't have a printer on this machine, so it'll only save it. Okay, so that's how you do your printing. Okay, let's go back to the inbox again. Okay, and let's find one with an attachment on there. Now, you'll notice at the bottom here, Dad, your inbox only shows about 25 or 30 messages in here, even though down on the left it says 218. If you look over on the bottom right here, you will see page 1 of 7, and you can go to various different pages. So if you say you had something from about a month ago or whatever, you simply go to the arrow over right click and go to advance to the next page. And you'll see that the dates now start to go from 5/4 and we're on page 2 of 7. Okay, and so forth. If you want to go to 3, okay, and you'll notice the dates are descending here down farther. You want to go back to the front page again. You hit this button here, and we're right back to the front. Now I'm going to find one with a picture here. Okay, so I don't see anything on page 1 with a photo. So let's go to page 2. Okay, there's one from Don and Pauline Brainbridge. It looks like there's an attachment onto here. So let's open this up by left clicking it, double left click. Okay, and what do we see here? Is there any photos in here? Yes, there's a bunch of photos here. Okay, so let's say you want to save this picture. Say that when all the girls had ugly gym uniforms. Simply go over top of the picture, right click it, okay, save image as. What it's going to do is open it up in a new window here. You can save it to the location that you want. You could save it to the desktop or whatever. Okay, and there's the name of the image here, whatever. Let's quickly save, and it'll save it to wherever you want to go. Okay, that's how you would save images in that sense. Okay, let's just scroll up a bit here. Okay, Dad. Now also, say a person that you talked to sent you an email, and you want to add them to your contact list. You'll notice that in this email in the middle, right next to their name when the email came in, there's a thing that says Add to Contacts. If you want to add it to that list, that'll appear on your left-hand side here. You simply just hit Add to Contacts, and it'll appear in that left-hand side list. Okay, that's simply how you would do that. Okay, let's go back to our inbox again. What else can we look at here? Okay, so you want to compose a new message, correct? Say you want to send me a message. You hit the new button here. Okay, in where it says add a subject, you type your subject, you type your message, and on the left-hand side, it's from you. You decide who you want to go from. So again, when you left-click in the to button, it'll bring up your contacts, your frequent ones in here. But if you don't remember who you want to send it, let's say you want to send one to Danny who's not in this list, just start typing the name, Dan Albert, and you'll see that the names start to appear here. Once you find Danny's, select his name. Okay, now you'll notice that he's in here, and simply send. Okay, if you want to send the message to Patty as well, or say Mel or whatever, you'd select Sonia, and you'll notice that Sonia and Danny are both in there. If you decide you don't want Sonia to get the email, you click off here, and that'll get rid of them. Okay, so these are your basic commands. Now, also if you notice here, Dad, there's a CC and a BC. That's a carbon copy as well, or a blank carbon copy. So let's say you wanted to send a message as well to Danny, and you didn't want, say, Patty to see it. You would hit the BCC here, okay, and then find Patty from the list. And there's Patty Bateman, and there it is there. So you're sending it to Danny, and blindly you'd be sending it to Patty. So Danny wouldn't see that Patty got the email. Once you've got the message composed here, okay, you simply hit the send. Within the message itself, if you want to add an attachment to the message, like let's say you have a photo, okay, let's see here, you basically would go hyperlink emoticon, let's see here, Dad, sorry, up to here where it says insert, okay, files as attachments, that would attach it to your actual email. Or if you want to put a picture directly in the email, you would say pictures inline, and that's where you would take it and put it in. So that's all I have room for right now on this email, so we will sign off.